assembly language program to convert an hex number into its decimal equivalent. Okay. So here you can see I have considered the table where I have shown you the hex number and its decimal equivalent. The reason why I have considered only 8-bit is because our memory locations can hold only 8-bit of data. So that is why I have considered the hex number only till 8-bit from 00 to FF. And the decimal equivalent is 00 is 0, 01 is 1, 02 is 2. Similarly, if you go on calculating till FF, you will get the numbers equivalent in decimal value. So FD is 253, FE is 254, FF is 255. If you are finding it difficult, you can always use your calculator. Keep it in the base mode. Type your number in hexa. Find out its equivalent in decimal. You will come to know what should be the result. Now, when you are going to understand the logic of the program, we have certain steps that we will be considering. There are various ways of writing this program. You can perform the division of a hex number by 10 continuously and then obtain the result in its decimal equivalent. But the logic that I have considered here is that we are going to consider the hexadecimal number, perform the division by 100, whatever remainder that we get will be then divided by 10, and you will perform the masking of the quotient to swap in order to obtain the higher nibble, and finally add the result to the remainder 2 to obtain the complete result. So the steps goes like this. First, say I am considering as an example the number to be FD, which is an hexadecimal number. I am going to perform the division by 100. Okay. Now, when I divide or perform the division, I cannot divide a hexadecimal number with a decimal number, right? Because this 100 is in decimal. So I need to convert or find out the equivalent of this 100 in hexa. And the equivalent of 100 in hexa is nothing but 64H. So instead of dividing by 100, I will be dividing it by 64H. So once this is done, you will be obtaining the quotient 1 and the remainder 1. The quotient 1 will be the first result. That is because if you can see here, the number FD, its equivalent is equal to 253. Now in our microcontroller, we can store 8-bit of data. So this 5 and 3 will correspond to 8-bit of data. This higher digit will correspond to another 4-bit of data. So separately we need to store. Together we cannot store 253. So what we are doing is, on performing the division by 64H, you get the quotient 1, which will be the highest digit of your result. So that has to be stored. Okay. So in this case, your quotient 1 will give you 02, which has to be stored in one of the memory locations. Then you will be obtaining the remainder, that is the remainder 1 performed or obtained by the division, first division. That remainder 1 has to be now considered as a dividend, and this has to be divided by 0AH. 0AH is nothing but equivalent to 10 in decimal. So we are dividing it by 10 basically, but in hexa it will be 0A. Now you will be getting quotient 2 and you will be getting a remainder 2. On performing the second division, you obtain quotient 2 and remainder 2. What you need to do is, you have to mask the quotient 2 with 0f and then swap. Okay, mask and then swap. The result of this has to be added to remainder 2, and this will be your result, which will correspond to the number 5, 3. Now we need to see this using Calc, right? So let me quickly show you, because I cannot show you using the Calc. So let me just show you how this happens. So here first I need to perform the division of FD divided by 64. Okay, FD divided by 64 H. You should see to it that both are in hexa. Okay, so this is hexadecimal calculation. FD divided by 64 H. The result will be 2 corresponding to 02, and the remainder is 35. So let me show you how we are going to do that here. So the first step that you have from this is, you need to divide the number. So in my case, I have considered the example of FD, which is a hexadecimal number. So this is the dividend, and I need to consider the divisor. So first initial step is to divide it by 100. The equivalent of that in ASCII would be 64. Not in ASCII, sorry, in hexa is 64. So this number on division, from what calculation we saw online, the quotient will be 02 and the remainder will be 35. So let me name this as quotient 1 and this as a remainder 1. This quotient 1 will correspond to the highest digit of the result that we have seen. Okay, because we know that FD in hexa will be equivalent to 253 in decimal. Okay, now next step is, you need to consider the remainder 1 as the dividend. So this will be dividend, and now divide the number by 10, and the equivalent of 10 in hexa is 0A. So now let me check how this is done using the online tool. So you have 35, which has to be divided by 0A. So when I do that, you can see 35 divided by 0A is 5 and the remainder is 3. So I'll get back to my slide. So 35 divided by 0A, quotient was 05 and the remainder was 03. So this is quotient 2 and this is remainder 2. The third step is that I need to mask the quotient 2 with 0FH and swap in order to obtain the higher nibble. If you observe here, this is the quotient 2. So I will consider the number which is the quotient 2 as 05. I need to mask this with 0F. This will be 05 again. And then I need to perform the swapping. On performing the swapping, I get it as 50. As a step 4, I need to add this result with the remainder 2 and you get this as 03. Final result is 53. So this quotient 1 corresponding to 02 will be the highest digit of your result, and this number, after you perform the addition with the result obtained in step 3 with the remainder, this will be the result of the lower digits of your result. That is this one. Are you clear? Why we are doing like this is because we cannot store this 253 completely into our memory location. It can store only 8 bit of data. We should be able to store the lower 2 digits and then the upper digits separately. So we will be using 2 different memory locations in order to do this. Okay. And see here, one more important thing is that because we are performing division, we will be using the opcode divide AB. So in this case, when we perform divide AB, the quotient will be stored in the accumulator and the remainder will be stored in the B register. You should remember this. Okay. And if you cannot use your online tools, if you want to check what will be the remainder, because when you usually perform using your CalC any division, you will not be able to find out what will be the remainder, right? So for that you have a formula, remainder is equal to dividend minus quotient into divisor. Okay, so let me just show you or use the same equation and show you how we obtain. Remainder will be equal to dividend minus quotient into divisor. Okay, so if I consider the first case, if I want to obtain this 35, what I need to do is I need to consider the dividend, that is FD minus quotient was 0.2 into divisor is 64. So let me use the online tool and show you how it can be done. So I will first perform the multiplication. 64 into 0.2, that is divisor multiplied with the quotient, and I obtain the result as C8. Then I need to subtract this from my dividend. So FD minus C8, you can see the result is 35. FD minus C8 will be 35. So kindly use this formula if you want to compute using your CalCs, that is remainder is equal to dividend minus quotient into divisor when you show the mathematical calculations. Clear? So that it's easy. Otherwise, if you directly do the division using your base in hexa, you will be only able to observe the quotient, not the remainder. So with that logic in mind, we will proceed with the way we are going to execute in the code. Okay, so as I said, the content that I am going to use in this case would be FD, and in order to store the input data, I am using the memory location 30H. So 30H will have the input FD. First thing we are going to do is move it to accumulator, because division has to be performed with the help of the accumulator. So we are going to store that content into the accumulator. So accumulator now has FD, and first step is to divide it by 64H. Why 64H is because the equivalent of 64H will be equal to 100 in decimal. So when I perform division, I should be having my dividend in the accumulator and the divisor in the B register, because I'm using the opcode divide AB. So when I do that, FD divide by 64 will give me the result 0.2, which is nothing but my quotient 1. This quotient 1 was the one which was giving me the highest digit of my result. So that has to be stored somewhere, and that will be stored in the location 31H. Now, after the result that is obtained of division, the accumulator will have the quotient and the remainder will be present in the B register. Fine. So B register is having the remainder 35. Now this remainder 35 will now form the new dividend. So this will be moved to the accumulator and that has to be divided by 0A, which will be equivalent to 10 in decimal. So 0A has to be moved to the B register. When you perform the division, accumulator will now have the quotient 2 and B register will have the remainder 2. So what we need to do is, we need to perform the AND operation with 0F. When we perform the AND operation with 0F, this quotient 2 will remain as it is because this is 0,5, right? So it will remain as it is. Then what we need to do is, we need to swap this so that we obtain the higher nibble, that will become 50, and then we are supposed to add the remainder 2 with the swapped result. So that will give you 50 plus 03 is equal to 53, which corresponds to the lower digits of your decimal number, which has to be stored in the location 52H. Which has to be stored in the location 32H. Clear? So you can see 30H corresponds to the input, 31H is holding the highest digit of your output, and 32H is having the lower digits. So here we need to begin with ORG 0000H corresponding to the starting address and the start of the program. Because we are having the data in 30H, it has to be moved to the accumulator. So accumulator will now contain FD. B register is one which is used to hold the divisor, so that has to be moved to, this divisor has to be moved to the B register. Then you are performing FD divided by 64H. The result of this will be 02, which is the quotient 1, and the remainder will be 35. So this quotient is the highest digit which has to be moved to the accumulator. So accumulator will contain the quotient and remainder will be present in the B register after the divide operation. So first thing what we need to do is, you have to move the accumulator content to 31H. That is where we are going to store the result. So this will be having Q1. Then we have to divide this remainder again by 10H. So we have to move this from B register to A. So B register, which was having 35, now this 35 will be moved to the accumulator, and B register will be having the divisor 0A. Now you are going to divide A by B. So the result of this will be 35 divided by 0A. So this will give you the quotient 2, which will be equal to 0.5, and it will give you the remainder 2, which will be equal to 0.3. The quotient will be in the accumulator, remainder will be in the B register. So we need to first perform the masking with 0f. So when you perform the masking, the accumulator now will be having the same result, because masking is done such that the upper nibble disappears, and here the result will be 0, 5. Then we are going to swap. Now accumulator will be containing 5, 0. And finally we are going to add the content of the accumulator, that is 50, with the content in the B register, which is remainder 2, that is 0, 3. The result will be 53, which will be present in the accumulator. But our intention is to have the lower digits of the result in the location 32. So this line of code, when you execute, 32H will contain the lower digits 53, and finally we need to terminate the code. So the location that I need to consider is 30H, and in 30H I am going to have the number FD. Okay, this is my input data. Any number you can take, but because in my example I have considered FD, that is why I have used FD here. And I know what should be the result also, that is 253. So result, highest digit should be stored in 31H, lower digit should be stored in 32H. So initially whatever is there in 30H has to be moved to accumulator. So accumulator is now containing FD. Because there are odd number of ones, program status word has changed to 0, 1, because parity bit is set. Then 64H should be present in B register. So you can see B register is having 64. Next you are performing division. So quotient will be present in accumulator. B register will be having the remainder. Then this quotient has to be moved to the location 31H. You can see highest digit has come to the location 31H. Then now you need to move the B register to accumulator to further go ahead with the division. So 35 will now come to the accumulator. You can see here it has come. And B register will now contain 0A. Now you need to divide A and B. So quotient 2 is 0.5 and B register is having the remainder 2, that is 0.3. Now we need to perform the masking of the accumulator with 0F. You can see after masking it is 0.5 itself because it is in the lower nibble. Then you need to perform the swap. After swapping, 0.5 changes to 5.0. Now we are going to add it with the remainder 0.3. Result should be stored in the accumulator. So that will be 53. But our intention is to have it in the location 32H. So next line of code, when we execute, you can see 53 is present in the memory location 32H.